Hello, welcome to another episode of the Weekly Feedback. I'm your host, Caveman PRDR, and today I wanted to go over a few things, including a couple of Bungie help tweets, hotfix for patch 7.0.0.3, the weekly TWAB. But first, we're going to kick off today's episode with celebrating the Root of Nightmares world's first world's first race day winners, including the their names being or their team name being Hard in the Paint, with their names being Rowan, Osiris, Puns, Kai, SK, and Grangolf. Congratulations to Team Hard in the Paint for winning World's First. The raid released on Friday. I believe they finished contest mode within like 2.5 hours, something like that. I think it took like an hour and a half or so to confirm the completion. But congratulations to Team Hard in the Paint for winning World's First in Lightfall. It's a very, very cool achievement. Have been seeing that there have been a lot of completions. I think roughly day one they had like 45K completions. So it's definitely a lot more completions for a day one than usual. I'm not going to go into too many details about the raid. I initially didn't think I was going to participate, but I had friends that already were participating. I helped them play a little bit last night. I won't go into too many details about the raid myself or my real experience with it, but it was the first time that I had done a raid on contest mode. And anyway, congrats to Team Hard in the Paint for winning. And then we're going to go into a couple of Bungie help things. There have been a couple of issues this week. One of the most notable ones for me was, I believe, playing Wednesday night, may have been the 8th Wednesday night. There was a for update 7.0.0.3 to be introduced into the game. There were lots of issues with the background maintenance for it. So yeah, the background maintenance had resulted in an increase in weasel errors, players being able to log into D2, being put in a logging queue. This was occurring for roughly like 4 hours for me, I believe. I'd played like an hour or so when I got home, and then the game started kicking people out, and I would try to re-queue, but it kept kicking me out of Nightfall specifically from what I was playing. So yeah, that occurred this past week. Move on to something else. I don't really think I ran into this personally, but there were issues with investigating issues reports, maybe causing players to encounter missing licenses, delayed silver purchases, or incorrect silver balances for their accounts. And they had to go to the bungiehelp.net there. And now we'll talk about some more of the meat. We'll talk about the patches themselves. So we'll go over Destiny 2 hotfix 7.0.0.3. Fixed an issue where Silk Strike's super light attack was doing hidden double damage. Removed the crit strike from the tip dart and instead granted the crit strike behavior to the full length of the dart. Or full length of the dart. The damage has been tuned to compensate. So yeah, Silk Strike came out. It was doing, like the article says, it did twice as much damage than intended. Arc Strider's disorienting blow melee was disabled, but now it is re-enabled. It was not costing energy on hit. I don't use disorienting blow, so I wouldn't have known about this. Fixed an issue where the Lightfall quest previously only tracked the campaign version of HyperNet current strike will now progress upon completion of any version of the strike. So that was a good fix. Fixed an issue where element-focused armor mods would deactivate when spawning into an activity or respawning after death. I remember this being a fairly common issue. Glad they resolved this one. Fixed an issue where the seasonal artifact mod or seasonal artifact would cause Glimmer to reset. This has been fixed. There were issues with scavenger mods incorrectly working in PvP, and fixed an issue where people were able to duplicate ammo drops. So that was 7.0.0.3. They still have yet to, as far as I'm aware, they have yet to address the invisible player, invisible gun glitch, if you will. I'm hoping that they get to that sooner rather than later, because that's one that kind of keeps me from playing PvP. But anyway, I know right now the only thing you can do about it is reset your or restart your game if that occurs for you. But hopefully they fix that. Hopefully they fix that glitch. Now we'll go on to the This Week at Bungie. This one was a short one. It was really just kind of introduce the world's first race trailer, talk a little bit about the world's first, and a couple of the Twitch Rivals drops. So it's these two emblems where the world's first raid race, where they had streamers participating, and I guess they had these as drops in their channel. They had contest mode, and this is obviously Bungie displaying the world's first raid race belt, and I think it's pretty cool. New revelations and rewards to come. They're kind of continuing on with the campaign, or they're wanting to talk a little bit more. Here, basically, they're introducing a mission to those who own Lightfall. They're going to be introducing a mission next season, as far as I'm aware. It's not tied into Season of the Defiance, but it's going to be a mission released next season that's supposed to explore the city to learn about the nature of the Veil through Osiris's research and newly uncovered Ishtar collective data. So this is supposed to be coming in Season of the Deep, if I'm not mistaken, and it's also going to be an introductory for the third class aspects for Strand. Titan will get one called Fletched Storm. Hunter will get one called Threaded Spectre. Warlock will get one called the Wanderer. And there's also going to be a legendary weapon reward upon completing the request, or completing the quest rather. Looks like a hand cannon. You feel free to speculate down below what you think it is. I'm thinking it may be something that could be a new version of the spare rations. I think that's just going to be my personal speculation. But yeah, moving forward. Iron Banner date change. So basically, Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris are swapping start dates, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I could be incorrect. Trials of Osiris is now starting on March 17th, and Iron Banner is now starting on March 21st. I'm not... You know that annoying bug we've had since the start of Lightfall? Where after playing enough Crucible, accommodation screen, and sometimes you can disappear? Well, the fix is scheduled to go live March 16th. Okay, so this is their actual addressing of the Invisible Guardian glitch. So they're expecting that fix to go in on March 16th. I guess they're basically just saying that they're more concerned with having the Invisible Guardians being a thing in Iron Banner versus being more worried about it in Trials, which they think the fix is going to come in the day before. So hopefully that works, and those who are doing Trials carries, there you go. You're getting work early. Prime Gaming rewards, I personally don't care too much about them. The popcorn emote is cool as always. Barebone Sparrow, Andromeda Gleaming Ship, Defiant Projection, and Falling Stars Emblem. New player guide down here. cross save guide for your friend. I actually have not looked into this. New and returning Guardian players. I actually didn't know they had this as an article. They released this a few weeks ago. Okay, well, I guess I guess Bungie has taken it upon themselves to make an article for those who are kind of new and can take a look at some things that are in the game versus different expansions and stuff. So that's in the TWAB. I'll be sure to post a link to this down below. I actually completely overlooked this part of the TWAB, but I guess it's good that Bungie has something like this on here for people to reference whenever maybe someone new is wanting to be introduced to the game, or if someone is a returning player and it's been a while. I know the one problem with Destiny, or one of the two biggest problems with Destiny, is that it's always such a hard game to get introduced to or come back to, because there's just so much to do and you don't really know what you need to do versus what you can do. And the game's just not super clear on that. So, good little fast link to the guide here. I may have to take a look at this myself and possibly do a review for it. Kind of doubtful on that, but it may be good to have as a resource. But that is going to be it for this week. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below. Thank you, and as always, have a good one.